There we are. So we have about 50 minutes until the next game starts, and we can have a look at one of the Martell games this week. This is game 3 that I played against Lukas Abels-Vehns. And as you can see, it's Knightswatch Crossing against Martell Manors. You can see it from my perspective with all the cards that I had here. It works out as a decent enough setup. There's a couple of pools. You need the characters, then get cards on them, and then it speeds up the whole draw. Just avoiding varies because this potentially comes in bestowed. The runs game already there. Okay, you need a while for that to be viable. And Iron Emmet and Hob. Lukas also gets a good one here. And didn't get any magic with Miha, so just going Summer Harvest for the gold, but stuck going first. And for my deck to work, I kind of have to kneel out my fools, which is against crossing is not that brilliant.
I mean, I think crossing probably gives you opportunity to kneel them out anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe not some of them because they're stealth.
Don't have any brilliant claims, so unfortunately have to think about claiming the Jester. Just calculating if I can play Galetown. I'm first player, so Dornish Freedom costs me the same as Galetown. Then gives me the same gold if I keep going first. Like, chance that it gives me more gold if I go second, but no guarantees against this crossing deck that's already opened the maiden. Might as well play it. Gives me 2 gold if I need it for Indoran's name. At the moment, it's board looking a bit sad, and Lukas going to have 8 gold at least, so kind of feel like I need to play out all my stuff here, see what happens. I can use the rest for various potentially. There is Claim Sock with the Jester. And if I double bestow him, I can try to guess. I was guessing here that seeing Iron Emmet, Ranger with Stealth, that there could be dive and crossing goes really well with non-kneelers in the first one. I don't know if I hit here. Dive doesn't come in anyway, right?
Oh, interesting. Interesting coincidence.
Mm-hmm. Too much gold. And this, I don't know what it is. Against that and a challenge icon. So if I attack, it's already going to cause problems. I mean, I can't stop crossing here. And 5 gold. I mean, 5 gold is the worrying thing. Was there a diamond that failed to come into play? What's the 5 gold for? Can't have 5 non-characters in that crossing deck, can you? Put to the sword or something.
Could ambush Eddie.
Mm. Oh, that's right. That's a good shot. I was thinking, let's do this one. Either it's properly defended or we see what the claim situation is. He's going to claim the dupe and then can't threaten Morgulis. Takes the reducer. Gets the icon, but doesn't make that much difference. And now I'm thinking I have to maybe claim the Jester, so he might just do a challenge because I'm losing military in the first one, and he's the only claim soak really.
Too bad you don't have a lady in play.
Hmm. Another one of these vindictive rangers. So he had a chance to play it but didn't. And the insight will be quite welcome. And it's another penny. I was thinking, what is the card that is the best under the fools here?
You don't want events under the fools if you're playing that give you the notepad, but if you use it anyway.
Yeah, they're not the worst thing in general. Stops them for one round, but having events under fools is quite useful. I'm going to suffer all the challenges back and yeah, power of the faction card and everything. It's not the best.
Couldn't you defend that? Oh, the person was military.
At least I got this one. It's 6 power, so
And is there an immediate superior claim? I actually don't know that much.
there
There
is.
is, okay, but
But I
that's
do
not
have a
that
hand's
much.
judgment. That's stopping some because look, he's getting dominance level to win 7 already in round 1. I barely started. I don't have any of my stuff that's going to win me the game in 1 or 2 challenges. So got Ricasso and in Duran's name. It's not the best to get Ricasso under Dauntos though because he can't come in bestowed. He's played out from under the full. Looking at the plots, they're not amazingly useful for this situation. I have an Endurance name, which will get me 3 goats. I could do coppers and see if I can get a bit of a better start here. Forgotten plans, also an option. Have some stuff, I mean, for coppers into heads on spikes, 3 characters there. Not fun for me. Heads on spikes with nothing to abuse heads on spikes, no reactions from it, no clearing the hand and then making sure a character dies, just rolling the dice for some potentially extra power because you just can. And it hits Blood Raven. I went coppers first because there was a 60% chance of hitting. Still hit, so Blood Raven would have been good, but I don't have the immediate gold to play it anyway. Get Ricasa, which can come in duped a little bit better, but look at the gold, I can't bestow 2. And then in Duran's name, I can play. I could have played for 5, for what? For 5 gold if I could fully bestow Ricasa, but I can't. Bit sad. Do I still play him or do I keep him in hand and do other stuff first? I play him just to get more stuff into play. Dupe, of course. And now the only other thing I have, Penny and Benji got quite wide. I can defend most stuff, oppose most stuff to stop the big power gain, and I'll draw for the fools. I can play a duped Penny. Honestly, stealth sounds pretty nice to have. So 1 penny in play, 1 in shadows. Sees this is that card. Too bad. Yeah. Can dupe and play Benjicot as well, in theory, but went for the stealth because Iron Emmet's there. Can't call Diamond again, running out of gold for Varys actually, yeah. So Shagwell does get stealth for Varys. So Shagwell has stealth, Varys has stealth, and Penny has stealth. Not the worst thing, but here comes Aemon. That's another save. I'm thinking Nightwatch Crossing probably not going to Morgulis though. To have the characters, if he has the characters, goes wide and does power for the crossing challenge. We've seen he plays superior claims. He should most likely just win from there. So that's the more immediate concern. I should just get something disposable here. Can stop military, whatever, just with a normal Iron Avid on the first challenge. It's already winning. I'm thinking I do military anyway because either he takes Hob and that eases the pressure, or he spends Aemon to save, which reduces the number of cards he has to work with in the challenges phase. Or is that not the plan? I have 5 characters, 3 with stealth. So could maybe afford even an intrigue with Varys. Yeah, Lukas thinking about how to approach this. He can defend normally and not lose board state with the Ranger, which he decides to do. And the rest will just try to defend. Lose a character as well, which I put 3 copies of Dontos in the deck just because he has no attachments except weapon, Night's Watch with their Cravens and stuff. I thought maybe be useful. Probably can find them on their own characters with Unbridled anyway, so maybe shouldn't have put, but didn't fancy really claiming a character that has 3 copies in the deck. Yeah, so risking with the dupe quite exposed to Morgulis now, which is not fun. And here I thought actually at least I'm stopping Superior Claim, but he has +2 from the agenda and from Dragonglass Dagger on him, and he has stealth, so I'm actually not stopping it, and no more Hand Judgment and look at the power. But is it worth just calling it? I have Barry still there. I mean, it's a disaster if it goes through. I don't have a way to rebestow Varys in hand, but I do have plots that can still, that are schemes for what it's worth. Not sure if he had Superior Claim at this point, but yeah, up to 9. No knowledge of the cards on top, so I can just do them in whatever order and have a dead Blood Raven. That's not good. Took for Dontos and another Donan's game. Yeah, now claiming Dontos. I mean, that wouldn't have been good. If anything, claiming Varys, calling his superior claim and claiming Varys, maybe. Yeah, Morgul is not fun. Let's him keep Hob and that Emmet there. Here's my faction card as well with Garrett. Guess I had Indorans name. And this is the problem, right? The only way to stop that is to Harris, but then you're losing all the board anyway because they just go away and I don't have them in hand, so may as well just play one of the counterplots. So either King in the North that stops Aemon being able to save, or I play Riddle, which double kills. It will keep Hob though. Same thing as King in the North, but I thought at least with Riddle I get my fiefdom. See if I can re-establish the board, but actually in hindsight, if I played King in the North, it stops his vaults, right? So he's down to 2 gold and just the Hob in play, and he has a dead round. I have a not so fun one either, to be fair. I think it would have gone better with King in the North. Just of course, the other thing was if he doesn't specifically play Morgulis, then King in the North is a disaster. He has stuff that doesn't trigger, just does challenges, and I am in trouble. So I lose Dontos from the Fools, who is now dead anyway. I lose the Dead Blood Raven. I lose the Runs game. That's my kind of only hope to recover from this 9-1 now without a board. But I do have one in hand. Yeah, it's too much, and it's all the icons. Would have preferred them not to be all the icons. I have some gold and some characters I can still play. Have that dead penny as well. I mean, duping that. I didn't successfully oppose that much anyway. I would have suffered what would have even suffered any more unopposed than I did anyway. Probably not. So just duping penny there. I have a character already in play in case Magul is hit. Not against my Riddle though. Riddle would have killed Penny anyway. King in the North would have been better in that case. Well, play out 3 characters. I have claimed he doesn't. Two of those guys get cards on them, so maybe he doesn't close and there's still a game. Two Begging Brothers drawn against the deck that doesn't trigger much, and well, Hob triggers and seized in no locations. Can defend this, no icon. This one I can oppose. Doesn't seem to be any penalty. And Spareboot has 4. How to do this? I can leave it and win 2 challenges back, but it's risky. And if I defend with this guy, it will stop Superior Claim either way. There is an idiot outside, by the way. Sorry about that if you can hear him. It's not going to be enough to play Superior Claim. It's still 6-3, so yeah. Up to 11, and I guess power it is then, and with an inside character. So, hoping for the best. Yes. Do I care? So they're not going to be removed again. Can't put the bestow stuff underneath them because that doesn't work. Doran's game is going. Okay, have a king in the north, which will block it, but Doran's game is playable from under the fools. So I think I'm alright. I have limited bagging brothers, and I think Hob is the way to go. Okay, what do we have? Fiefdom and Flea Bottom Alley. Burning. Have to leave it unopposed and crossing is on 10, so burning is not the best card either. The Princess Plan is good. No more Ricasso, but I'm going to be up to 5 plots, so that's going to, on this board, when there's not a lot of strength, would be okay. But just if Lukas hasn't top decked much. Now, the Harris is not doing anything, so Forgotten Plans it is. And actually, that's not too bad into Winter Festival. That would have closed it for sure. I mean, from 10 to 15, not a big reach from this point. Keeps winning initiative, which is annoying for me. So finally going first. No, of course not. Stops my econ as well with this. Well, Tattered Prince is not the worst thing. And Floran and Jonk with potential. Renowned Duran's game still there, playable. Duran's game is a 5, I'm on 3, so I can at least threaten to come back. Need the Duran's game here and another one next round though. Just calculating how Tattered Prince can come in. It's better through shadows because he avoids potentially avoids stealth, and also he comes as a surprise so that crossing doesn't know exactly how much power it needs to contend with. It's going to cost me 4 to do it that way. It's 2 for Princess Plan, 3 if I want to also get it back. And what, Turan's games, they're playable, so that's all 8 already, so can get this guy into play, just Marshall to save 1 gold. Might be a chance also to bestow him though, depending on what happens. Let's put the Renown into play. Didn't need that. Can be declared as a defender. So I have +5 for Princess Plan. I'd like to play Duran's game, sure. But the only way to do that is to spend multiple characters really without playing Princess Plan. So to do it with one character, need to attack with Benjicot or Bang Brother or bring the Tattered Prince out, then actually use Princess Plan mid-challenge if it's under-defended. Seeing this up 5 on defense for Intrigue. If Benjicot attacks with 2 and gets +5, that's 7. Then Lukas blocks it, but he spends 2 characters. The other option is to do a fake power at the start, then use Princess Plan on one of the standing characters, lose the challenge, take it back, use it on the other standing character. Would be a lot of defense. Not pulling off the runs game though, but that happens, I'm just prolonging. I mean, I can probably only do one per round at this point, so if I do it in round 5 and don't win from it, which I'm not going to, of course, that's just game over anyway. So he plays off to Galtown to give himself more icons, which sucks for me. Thinking he's probably now going to use this to stop it. Actually doesn't bother. Just played it so that he got the icons. Well, do we do it or do we not do it? We do it. Have Florian Jonker as well, so he doesn't have renown. Didn't use it here. Time up to 9 would have been 10. Ooh, and Superior Claim goes for intrigue. That was his way to actually winning this round.
Yeah, I went back and forth because we were also playing a game at that time, and honestly, this deck does have pretty impressive power swings. The Martell one. I mean, to be fair, crossing on as well, so.
I think I need to do just calculating if I'm losing. So 3 unopposed power claim, crossing, and long claw. That's 16 plus dominance 17. So some of that needs to be stopped. That's for sure. Just thinking if I can do power with Jester and if he's going to be the guy that's claimed. He has burning under there, which could be played on one of the challenges. Actually, might have been a good idea to use that Florian and Jonker would have got me to 10. Then he wins power and gets me down to 9. But that's still 1 Doran's game plus renown on Tattered Prince. That wins the game in theory if I can do that challenge. It's just theory though, because I don't have balance game. 1 is in the discard pile, 1 I just played, so 2 are gone of the 3. There's 30 cards left in the deck, so it's not very likely. This one I can defend. It's Tattered Prince. He's just enough. Would also be okay at some point to get Princess Plan back. Yeah, calculating the rest of the base hit because it's potentially the last one. Leave this one unopposed and use Burning on this one to keep the cards. Are they amazing cards? Well, Florian Jonquil is needed in that theoretical situation where I win the game with Doran's game. But in the end, I'm just opposing it and losing it. Get the Princess Plan back. Can't lose Florian Jonquil though. Have to lose the Seized. Seize this shit. Yes, and I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lukas starting to think. So he has, at the moment, from what's in play, unopposed military with long claw. That's 12. Then power with crossing is 14. Wouldn't have dominance, but Longclaw, if it's moved to Sparewood, that would be 15. But I do have one Begging Brother trigger still. I can leave this unopposed and use Burning. If I oppose it, I can't play Burning, and then I lose one of the characters, and I really can't spare any more characters here. So I calculated that I can survive the round, just do this on the military challenge. And yeah, so dominant situation. He has two, I have two, so it's tied if Jester defends. The problem is if the superior claim, that's game over, because he would defend for for one. Can't play Princess Plan. It's +5. Would still lose. Earlier I could have if without playing Burning because he he had one card that boosted his strength. Maybe it was worth killing Benjicot, but if I kill a fool, that's one card fewer that I'm drawing that could potentially win the game. Because without the runs game, I mean, my guys are not getting any power except for the Tattered Prince getting renown. Have one Florian and John Prince there. Can't go from 9 to anywhere close to 15 though. I mean, it's a runs game, so uh, could have brought the guy out of shadows, but he still loses, and then I lose dominance, right? Yeah, I have to cancel this because it just immediately wins for Lukas. Yeah, so he is not. His ability is not immune to cancels. He's just immune to stuff that targets him, like put to the sword and stuff like that. And here actually, so I'm going to lose this challenge, and superior claim won't be played. Spoiler. Here I have a choice whether to bring Data Prince out of shadows or not. Can't bestow him, that's the thing. So it doesn't stick around. I have to pay for him again next round. And but he does survive the Harris with the other guys. It's exactly 10. Wins me dominance would be 14-9, and then he and Duran's game would be enough to win the game. So actually, the right play here is just to bring him out of shadows, take dominance. It's kind of keeping him as a surprise, but still have Florian and Jonquil there. And what do we have? Nightmares. Off to Gatan are gone. And there's the Duran's game. So now I'm on 8 power. And I have Duran's game. That's 13 next round. And we have Tattered Prince there with his renown. That's 14. And we have Florian and Jonquil on Banjicot. That's 15. And I win the game, right? Lucaris has 5 initiative. So if I win, and it's heads on spikes 1 in 3 to just beat me immediately. But whatever card I lose. So we have this Florian and Jonko, which I needed in that calculation because I failed to win dominance last round. And if I lost Princess Plan, that was losing anyway. There's Renown on the other side on both the other two challenges, so I couldn't take it back before doing Intrigue. And I'm not pushing an Intrigue by 5 through without it. And yeah, hitting Begging Brother just wins. But that is actually another Princess Plan, so that would have worked if that was hit. However, it's all just theory because Heads on Spikes beats the Harris for initiative. So. And he plays the Watcher's Need. 6 cards he searches through. You know, he has Builders and Stewards in the deck, so goes for Ranger, and look at this. 5 Rangers, 2 Divens, so he is playing Diven, 2 Haunted Forest Scouts that don't kneel, and the Raging Party. And that's it. I can now just cry. 2 non-kneelers, so
because
whatever
we've been crying
chance.
for almost a week now, so.
I have 2 Princess plans, which are +6. So I can defend almost everything to stop 14 going from 15, but 2 non-kneelers that are in every challenge. Could have played Diven as well, honestly. It would have cost him most of the gold here, but or all of it maybe, right? But that would have been, yeah, I mean, it goes for quantity anyway. It makes sense. I have all the gold. If I had Tattered Prince in play, bestowed so that I don't have to pay for him again, but then he also doesn't come in as a surprise. 2 Princess plans, but I can't lose any challenge, that's the thing, so I can't just lose a challenge, take Princess plan back to increase the strength on the next challenge. Can't afford any of that. Any challenge 1 wins here for Lukas. I mean, first one will have the guy with Longclaw, second one will have Spareboot in its power anyway, third one will have the crossing bonus. I mean, whatever happens. I have 1 Nightmares. Doesn't help me that much though, can't blank Longclaw. Blank Gran, I guess. Just calculating here exactly what happens. So if I bring that result out, costs me 2. He doesn't need to be bestowed in theory. That's 8 left. 2 Princess plans. That's 4 left. Nightmares is 3 left. It's not enough for Begging Brother though, because Doran's game needs to be played and that takes 1. So either I play Begging Brother without Bestow and don't play Nightmares in this one. I have to somehow deal with Gran as well. And Spareboot taking Longclaw, whatever. So Spareboot is in the power challenge anyway, so that already wins. But my only hope is with Doran's game, that's the 5 gold plus 2 renown, whatever. Don't have 2 renown anymore, just have the 1. So the only thing Lukas has to do is not let me win Intrigue by 5. Yeah. Can't afford Begging Brother if I'm going to play Doran's game and all the other stuff. It's not winnable from here. He would have to. I'm just having another thing. He would have to misplay. Fail to push the crossing through, fail to win any challenge. Run into those princess plans. At this point, even if I had a bit more of a board, if Penny was still there or whatever, it's not looking good, although he might not have been on 14, could have been on 13, for instance. Yeah, those 2 non-kneelers that can just be in the challenge, can also be in the third one there, which is the Intrigue. That really hurts. Did he need to reveal 6 Rangers? Or 5? Was it 5 in the 6 cards? Did he need that? And the 2 non-kneelers? Am I just complaining, or is it genuinely a good roller? Okay, Nightmares to do what exactly? It doesn't do anything. Should have just marshaled the Begging Brother, probably. What's it going to do? Stops Spareboot taking Longclaw. Spareboot is 4 strength. With Longclaw he would be 6. Yeah, I have this exactly 9, so Lukas, Naive Scout can be an attacker, right? So he could just done a bit more, but I think this was the better play. I mean, the fact that I defend this isn't winning me the game. Can't lose to take Princess Plan back and just use it on another challenge either, because of the long claw. That's the thing. 1 card too many, that long claw. Just thinking if I need to play Nightmares. So he attacks with 4 if I play Nightmares, which means Jester and Tether Prince can defend him. If I don't play Nightmares, then I need to play Princess Plan on the power challenge. I mean, he's not going to attack Intrigue and then try to do power with just the one guy on the crossing challenge. That was some kind of hope. Maybe I shouldn't have played Nightmares and see if he tries to do something like that, but that was never going to happen. If he wins, I'm dead, so either it's the prince or it's Princess Plan. Without this Princess Plan, I then have 6 on defense for the Intrigue challenge. And he has, 17 on attack. Can be done. And with it, I would have 6 more on defense. But still nowhere near 17, unfortunately. Have to play on because he hasn't done things exactly correctly yet. So 2 more for Princess Plan, 1 more for Duran's game in the scenario where I magically win this. Yeah, maybe Bang Brother would have been slightly better here. But I would be closer in the math, but it would be the same. Doesn't matter now. If he attacks with not enough, but he doesn't. Can't stop it. Give myself +6. Even if I had to. Even if I had to, and the Begging Brother would still be 17-17. I had to, and the Tether Prince still available, and that was yeah. But actually, getting to the situation where I had that dream of triggering Duran's game with 2 renown from 8 to 15 was better than I expected from 11-1 down to actually get to win within that challenge where if I won initiative, stuff could have happened in the last round. Actually, I don't think he can defend because his guys cannot defend, right? So I just do Princess Plan on everyone with Intrigue and I win by 5 for sure with 2 renown if I still have Florian Jonker. So that was unstoppable at that point, but I didn't have another plot that wins initiative. Sad day. So that's the Lukas game. There we are. And we'll be back shortly with tonight's game between Francis and Bobby.